Hello, I'm Jim Murray. I'm the chairman and CEO of MGM Resorts International, and I represent 62,000 men and women that work in our company. We're very excited about an opportunity that is in front of voters in November here in Maryland, an opportunity to expand gaming, to improve the format of a resort experience, and to bring a resort to Prince George's County. We hope to be able to be successful in Prince George's County at National Harbor. We would like to build a world-class resort, taking advantage of the wonderful amenities that already exist in Prince George's, the beautiful Potomac River, the proximity to our nation's capital, and the great historic significance of Prince George's and Maryland. We hope to build a $600 million resort as part of an $800 million resort experience that will bring 2,000 construction jobs and 4,000 permanent jobs to Prince George's, creating millions of dollars of tax revenue to help schools, public safety, infrastructure, and to start bringing the money back. For too long, the people of Maryland are sending their money to West Virginia, to Delaware, to Pennsylvania, hundreds of millions of dollars a year. The state government believes about $500 million a year goes from Maryland residents out of state to other kinds of resorts out of your state. We think that's wrong. We want to help you bring it back, and if successful, we'll build a world-class resort here in National Harbor.
So I just want to say again, thank you for allowing me to have this award, and I hope other people, other young entrepreneurs and kids will be able to have this award soon as well. Thank you.
Recognizing that our guest and speaker today, President of the Senate, Mike Miller, has a tight schedule and he needs to tell us what he has to say and get on to other places.
The county executive is doing a great job. The county executive is for it. The mayor of Baltimore City is for it. The county executive of Montgomery County is for it. And the Republican county executive of Anne Arundel County is against it. And we can't get it done. We're going to make it happen. It's going to have to happen. It's going to be about jobs, and more jobs. No more taxes next year, the year after. But we're going to create jobs and economic development and move the county and the state forward. Thank you.
In that the first responders here in this county do an incredible job, and I can tell you, having been in the position that Mark is in myself, that the job they've done over the past 10 days, and I'm certain that my good friend Tom Graham can relate to this, has just been unbelievable. They had multiple 3-alarm fires, something that generally only occurs maybe once a year, if that often. They had the storm damage, they had the heat, they had everything that you can think of to deal with, and they did it. And particularly the rescue after the train wreck. So often these things occur, and you see people being critical of how they were not helped, did not get out immediately. And all we heard was praise for the Prince George's County Fire Department and the job they did. I think we owe them a resounding round of applause. We also have with us today the president, not only the president of the University of Maryland College Park, but we have the president of our own Bowie State University, a man who's done an incredible job there, and I have a great deal of admiration for him and the work that he's doing to provide an incredible education system. He's a part of the University of Maryland system. Dr. Mickey Burnham, president of Bowie State University. Of course, you all know we have the president of Prince George's Community College, who's a part of our board, Dr. Charlene Duke. So this is Education Day, and we're going to get to Dr. Lowe in just a second. Solving problems. Let's welcome Brad Seaman, the county's new CAO.
Our host today, Reverend Pastor John Jenkins. I've had the good fortune to be here before at your invitation. We all thank you very much, and we'd like you to say a few words if you have.
Good afternoon. We're honored to host you. Thank you for coming. I know we do this annually, and
The Roundtable has grown so much we had to move you upstairs. And so thank you for coming. Our church is blessed to be able to serve this community. 3 morning services, 8, 10, and 12. We'll welcome you anytime you want to come. We're sitting on 160 acres of land, a portion of which we purchased in collaboration with Bill Chesley, who is our chairman. We're in the building that Wayne Curry helped facilitate us getting in. I want to thank him for that. Amen. I owe a lot to him, and he was the county executive when we started the process. And we thank him. You're in a $62 million building that we paid half of it off before we had our first service in. If I was at church, the people would say, "Amen, Pastor Jenkins." That has business relevance to it. So we have 300 employees in our church, in our school, our daycare, community services. So we very much feel like we're part of the business community, and we're honored to have you all.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Very briefly, I handled the advertising and the business operations for for Prince George's County Gazettes, and we've been in this county for about 13 years now. We started in Gaithersburg in 1959, but I wanted to just let you know that we do a lot of things. I handle the advertising, so we can do print advertising online. We do mobile marketing. And I'd like to talk to all of you who have businesses here in the county and even outside the county, because we do email marketing, which reaches just about everyone. So if you have a footprint here in Prince George's and you're trying to reach customers here in the county, we already have several of you who advertise very frequently with us, but I would like to talk to those of you who don't, because we have a readership of over 200,000 here in the county alone, and 6 out of 10 people who are reading the Gazette are looking at the advertising, which you can't really say about some of the other media. So it's a very good place to have your message, and those who advertise with us get results. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Sean.
Good afternoon, everyone. Just as a quick introduction, I am almost 20-year, 6 months from being a 20-year county government employee with the police department. 4.5 years ago, myself and 3 partners started a company, Blue Line Security Services. We provide armed and unarmed security services throughout the Washington metropolitan area. We started 4 years ago with 1 employee and 1 contract, and today have 115 employees. We're located in Temple Hills, getting ready to move into a much larger office space in Landover, and continuing to hire. We're picking up another 30 people in the next month and a half. So,
In my opinion, and I think I speak for all of your colleagues here and many, many people that I've talked to in this county, you've handled one of the most difficult situations someone could be confronted with both poise, with information, with clarity, and looking at 300,000 man hours that were, and women hours that were devoted to the restoration of power in this region from one of the most catastrophic events that we've had in over 10 years. Tom, I again know that I speak for everyone here, and as I said, the majority of residents throughout this region who appreciate what you and PEPCO and your colleagues have done, and putting your lives, in essence, those men and women on those lines out there, to restore power for us and to continue the quality of life that we enjoy in this area. So congratulations to you for doing a hell of a job. Yes.
So Brad, thank you. Mark, thank you. You provided a tremendous amount of support. We certainly didn't know each other as well as we know each other now. And you need partners to do this. And there's a lot of political pressure right now, and there's some intense media. But at the end of the day, the focus has to be on the residents, has to be on the customers. And I appreciate the support I received in Prince George's County. Thank you.
We're very pleased to have with us today the president of the University of Maryland, College Park. Dr. Wallace Lowe is the 33rd president of the state's flagship institution with 37,000 students, 12 colleges and schools, 9,000 faculty and staff, an annual operating budget of $1.7 billion, including $500 million in external research funding, and a $1 billion fundraising campaign. We are very, very fortunate to have Dr. Lowe. The innovation and the action that he will bring to the College Park campus and the entire system, I think, will be unparalleled when he leaves that post at some point in the future. We will know that he has been here, that he has made his mark, and we are very, very fortunate to have an academician of his stature leading our flagship university. Let's welcome for the first time, relatively new in his post, the president of the University of Maryland, College Park, Dr. Wallace D. Lowe.
We create 5 to 6 tech companies a year. 10, 15 employees. Look, it's going to take centuries before we make an impact, unless, of course, one of them becomes the next Google. If we train the next generation in innovation and entrepreneurship, if we train all 37,000 students, like the Gabrielas of the world, they will transform the economy. So let me just give you a couple examples. I know my time is almost up. We have this business competition. And do you know what these students who won that competition did? These were 2 sophomore students. And they said, what do kids want most when they come into a dorm that they don't have? They want a portable refrigerator, and they want a microwave that we don't supply. They said, we're going to go out and buy them, and we're going to deliver them to into the dorms. They now have a business delivering a portable refrigerator and a microwave, which they purchase for $400. They lease it for $300 a year. You can see the profit margin there. They deliver it, and they pick it up, and the parents are thrilled. Example number 1. But then there are others who believe in innovation, not just for profit, but for making a difference. The future of the University of Maryland depends upon EDI, Economic Development Incentives, which Bergeron Baker has just signed. But EDI, for me, stands for something else. It stands for employ, develop, innovate. Employ people for new jobs, develop the new jobs in industries, and do it by innovation. Thank you very much.
Dr. Lowe, thank you.
What I was just elected to by our Maryland Republican Convention, that we have them twice a year, was Maryland National Committee woman. And that means I will be one of Maryland's 3 votes to the Republican National Committee. Our job as a Republican Party is to create that 2-party system we're talking about. So to go through a few numbers, we look at Virginia, right? Our closest competitor. They just got 11,000 of our residents, our highest earning residents. And we lost from 2007 to 2010, 31,000 high income earners. That resulted in a negative revenue impact of $1.7 billion to our Maryland budget. And folks, those are the people who create jobs, as we all know, right? And speaking of Virginia, CEO Magazine just ranked them 6th for best business climate. We have just fallen 3 more spots to number 40. We are looking forward to building, growing, and creating a more prosperous economic environment here in Maryland. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for getting into the arena and for being here today.